Hi, this is Edith, Instructional Innovation Trainer at Klamath Community College, and in this video I'm going to go over the Smartboard program. It's called Smart Notebook. I am just doing a basic overview, and I will do other videos into the more advanced things that you can do with Smart. But I just want you to understand the basic information on the Smart program. So we can double click it open. And unfortunately with eFreeze on the instructor stations or the classrooms computers, you won't be able to turn this off. So even if you click this, it won't stay off. But you can do this if you have it installed in your own office space, just so that you don't get this message every time. I usually leave it on because sometimes I want to go in there and look at some things. So there is some informative information here, so that you can see, learning the basics. So if you don't want to watch my videos, you can actually go there. New features, what's happening, browse the content, and then renew today. Don't worry about that. That's just for IS to be concerned with as far as making sure our licenses are up to date. So at the top here is your menu bar. Essentially everything that you find here, you can also find in here with more. There's of course more things that you can do on each of these. Again, I will do more information on all of these tools. I just kind of want to go over the basics of the Smartboard program at this point. So you can flip between pages. That's if you have 2 or more pages. I can add, and you see now that that arrow becomes a solid there. So if I go here, I can move forward, and I can always add more pages and just go through them this way and that way. You can also do it down here. And you can also do add and remove pages here, and this is your remove page here. This little guy here just flips it to the other side of the screen. That's all it does. It just, maybe that's the way you prefer to do it. You can open a file, you can save a file, you can do a screen shade, and I'm going to kind of have to minimize my computer a little bit, or the program a little bit, just so that you can see the difference on that. So basically it's like if you have a quiz or something, you can actually hide the answer while trying to give them a chance to see the question, or maybe you want to just show part of it. And if I scroll down some here, it should show up here, but here also I could do it this way. There is one down here, there it is, and I could do it that way. The other thing you may find on the Smartboard is the extend page. You'll see it on the big board, possibly on your computer screen, because when you see it on my screen, you can't see it, and I think that's because my bar is in the way. But you can extend the page so you can use more and more of the page than you want, than is offered you in the beginning. And you can see it's grown from here, from looking like this to this. And if I go up here, I can always turn off the screen shade as well. This inserts a table, so if you want to create a table, and we also have measurement tools. There's a ruler, a protractor, and a compass, and a triangle, and they all work. They're really good tools. They work very well, so you might find that you can use that in your classes if that's something you want to do. You can also flip them around, move them around, however you want to do that. This is how you should view your screen. There's different types of views that you have here, the full screen. If you use that, just hit escape to get out of it. The other thing that comes up is a small bar here, so you can actually either hit escape or click right here, and you can have that go away. If you have Smart Response clickers in your room, that's what that is for. Smart Lab, I am not sure that we have that connected because it requires a certain setup. So if we do, I will do a video on that. These are just add-ons, so you can possibly have more add-ons. You can see there's a line to the bottom, a line to the right. So while it doesn't seem like it's an add-on, it is an add-on. You can insert an equation. So if you have an equation that you use often, or you want to just put it in there, you can. Concept map, so you can edit that as well. And this is a GeoAlgebra, so you have some points, and let's see, let's go ahead and get rid of this. So let's see, let's delete. And I don't know if you saw that on there, and so I will show it to you when I'm ready. There's this little drop down box, And in those drop down boxes, I can delete them, get rid of them, or keep them. So here it is again right here. And I'm going to hit delete. So here I can do some plotting. Not everybody knew that this is available. And so that might be helpful when you are teaching, you know, graphs in your math classes and you need this. So it may show up for you. May be something that you can utilize very well. You also have a touchscreen bar down here, which really making the equations a lot easier. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to get that same little bar there, and I'm going to go ahead and delete it, and we'll go ahead and delete this one as well. And these ones, like if I were to try to erase this, it will not erase. Okay, so that is why I'm actually clicking on it and getting this little bar to delete it, because it isn't written so it doesn't delete. Okay, so you can see that I have selected my tool. I also have pen tools that I can use. You have a lot of different types of pens that you can use. There is a shape recognition pen. That's kind of fun. And if you draw better than I do, it will recognize that. There's the highlighter. So if you want to highlight information, you can do that as well. And you can change the color and the thickness. It's all up to you. Your color wheel is here, and then your lines are here as well. And I just got that by clicking on the pen thing here. You can also include shapes if you want to put in shapes and you don't want to draw it like I did. You can do that as well. You can move the shapes if you click on here and grab it, and you can move those as well. Hexagons, polygons, octagons, whatever you want, you have that here as well. There's your lines again. You can change the color here, and then erasers. With the eraser, you can change the size of the eraser as well. If you are using the LED boards, an open hand on the board will also work as an eraser, just so that you're aware that that exists. Over here is just showing your papers, what pages you have open, what's on those pages. This is your content gallery, so if you want to find something that may be useful for you, maybe you have a geography and you want to show a flag and you want to show the African flag, you can actually get pictures and drag them out here and use them in your presentation as well. But there's a whole set of all kinds of clip art that you can use in there. You can attach a file to this. You can also change your fill effects, so I can make the object less or more transparent based on what I choose to use. So it just depends, and maybe I don't want to fill. And then these are add-ons again, so you can actually go to YouTube and bring those in. You can do an image search, an activity builder, lesson recorder. We are moving to Kaltura, but you may use this instead. And then Smart Blocks, and then the GeoGebra. So here you go. You get some other different types of information that you can use in your presentation if you want to for algebra, or however you say this. So if you have any other questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to let me know. And you can email me at warden@klamathcc.edu, extension 340, and you can find me on the Skype directory. I'm always available between 7 and 4. You can IM with me or video conference with me. We can share screens so we can go over this a little bit better. Thank you and have a great day.